Welcome, everyone. Today, I wanted to speak a little bit about this thing called love. I had just how it plays out in our everyday lives and how scary it is when we really go there. We don't realize all the walls that we have up to love in our lives and allowing it to express through us until we really start looking at everyday moments and how we're choosing love or fear really in every moment. There was a girl in my lab who said just something very kind and loving towards me, and I honored it in um, in my own way. I I felt like I allowed it in, but I never really felt like I conveyed to her the impact that those words had on me. And it used to be something that was very important to me, or that I sort of accidentally stumbled upon, was just this value of sharing even these small moments of love and really allowing them to be expressed to the other, not assumed that they know. And I never said anything for a few weeks, and always with this intention that I would share when there was an opportunity. If it arose, I just sort of surrendered it and let it, if it presented itself, I would say something. If not, it was okay. Which felt okay too, but it just reminded me of this past time. It's like really there is no perfect time and place to express our love, and there is this deep sense of connection that results when we tell others how they left us feeling, when we don't leave it for ourselves alone or assumed um, that they know how it touched us in some way. And so reminding myself of that value of sharing the love, and also and also that there is no perfect time for it to be shared. It was an opportunity to present her now in this moment. I guess I saw within myself how withholding the love, just taking it in for myself, was only part of the experience. There's a deeper experience, it seems to happen within me anyway, of when that love is actually shared and given back to the other in the form of telling them how they left us feeling. It's not in a way to inflate ourselves and our sense of self and our ego that we're a good, loving person. But there's just a joy in dissolving into the other person's experience in some way. By feeling that sense of love and uniting in that sense of love with them. In a way, for me anyway, it takes me out of my sense of self, of just taking in the love for myself, that there's something that deeper that emerges when it's shared, when it's given back in a way. And for a while I started to, I guess, disbelieve the value of that love, that there was maybe something not real or authentic or self-inflating in it. But now I see that that's not true at all. It's in those moments when I feel more connected to other people, when I feel less caught up in myself and my own story. It's not taken and received in a way of superiority, it's in a recognition of the gift that was given. That because they say something to me does not make me superior to them. There's an honoring of the courage that it takes to express that love, because I know how scary it can be. It's so much easier to just secretly admit to ourselves that we admire someone or appreciate someone without actually putting words to those feelings. letting it be known. Letting it be known feels more risky for sure. But that's where the fear comes in. We don't realize how much fear we have over expressing ourselves, the love that we feel inside. So we hold it in. We keep waiting for love to come find us, but yet we're unwilling to express the love that's already within us. And I guess for me, it was really connecting with a love that's already within, that's just asking to be shared, that's enabled me to ground in that place of love, almost dissolve into that place of love, where there is no longer so much a sense of separation, a you and an I, or a love that I'm giving and may not be received, or that's received and not given back. It's just this experience of love, the love of loving, not in a way that puts the person that expressed or that received the love in any way superior, but just allowing that love to be fully felt within. There's so much joy in that, beauty in that, and we see that within ourselves. To give from an authentic place, this gift to another, is a beautiful thing. And it doesn't need to be denied out of fear. The more we walk through that fear, those illusory beliefs that we hold on to, that it somehow makes us appear weak, or maybe that it puts them on a pedestal above us if we say something kind about them. It's not true at all. It takes tremendous courage to share the love within us. It doesn't make us weak. It doesn't put us on a pedestal. It makes us human. And instead of seeing it as in a fearful way of, oh, I feel threatened by how successful they are, or they have this and that, and I don't want to tell them because it'll put me in a lower position, a lower ranking. We don't say these things, but these are the things that influence our experience. And we just have to be honest with ourselves about them. And the more we walk through those beliefs that keep us bound in fear and from expressing our love, the more we see that they weren't true at all, that they don't leave us less than, they don't leave us separated, they don't take anything away from us by allowing another person, by expressing our love and our admiration or appreciation for another person. Instead, it unites us. It fills us with that sense of love that we're expressing even more. So may you too have the courage to walk through those fears, maybe, of expressing the love within you, because we all feel it. And just try, even in small moments, to share it, to give compliments, to not in a way of trying to get anything from the experience, but just to experiment with what it feels like and what the result is of letting this love be known. What might shift in your experience if this love is known, shared? It's not just for you alone. So I encourage you too to try this if you feel inspired. And just see, observe within yourself what your experience is. And when we experiment, it's not something that we have to keep. If we find it's something that we don't like or isn't serving us, we can let it go. Both are acceptable. But when we aren't open to experimenting and trying new things, then we never know how it might benefit us in some way, what might shift within us. So listen to the calling of your own heart and try experimenting with the love that's already contained within it. Thank you.